Just do that. Sort of. If you happen to be in wolf form, it does in fact increase the cooldown of your spells. This is true. Was it just dead? Did my stream just straight up die? No, it seems fine. Also, I'm like sweating real bad. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm feeling kind of sick today. Yeah, the wolf form spells, yes, it does increase the cooldown when you cast them. However, that doesn't affect the actual spell-like abilities that you get from the druid tree, which is really important. So when you look at all of the different spell-like abilities that you have access to, so that would be along the lines of like, you know, the Creeping Cold, the Salt Ray, the Call Lightning, all this stuff, all of these spells are completely unaffected by it. Yeah, no problem. So all of these spells are basically affected by it. So, you know, if I've got Call Lightning or any other spell like that, if I'm casting the spell-like ability is not affected by the actual cooldown increase. So as an example, if I cast something like, let's just say I cast the jump spell, obviously it's got an 8-second cooldown because it's increasing my delay while in wolf form by 2.5 times their normal length. But if I cast a spell-like ability, say I cast a spell-like ability at the door, you'll notice that the delay is, or the cooldown is 4 seconds, which is the delay it's supposed to be. We don't have a trap. Do we have a trap guy? Yeah, ugh.
Looking.
Yeah. So, I don't deal with the cooldown because I can just kind of actually ignore it, which is kind of cool. What caster pass lives does this have? Most of them. It's important to bear in mind that this character is a completionist. So that's why I've got a plus 39 on my, or 40 on my Call Lightning. But as I said, this type of character still functions as a... I'm going to go back and kill these guys. I'll go back and heal those guys. But yeah, I have most of the past lives. Which gets kind of weird. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get all of them. I mean, if I know myself, I'm probably just going to make a new character. Like, get all the past lives and then bring this character level cap and then make it do one. Be like, alright, let's go again! This is what I get for not casting spells in winter. Lower damage. But yeah. So it's pretty cool. Like, I would normally care about the fact that I get to cast my spells, or I don't get to cast my spells as quickly, but given the fact that this character is in fact a uses mostly the spell-like abilities, it actually doesn't really matter. Like, you literally don't even notice. The biggest thing that I notice is that, god damn it, is that big packs of monsters that are immune to cold damage take forever because I have like basically no area of effect damage, and there's nothing I can really change about that. You can cast the proper spells, but that's about it. There we go. So for example, a room like this, I'm gonna go back and get this guy. Oh right, I'm a druid. I can resurrect him. Here we go. Resurrect. There we go. Good morning. So if I was to go like into specific details to what helps out this character, and I don't know, like I said, a good chunk of the past lives are featured here on this actual build. If you don't have the past lives and you don't have the gear, I think this character works in a pretty similar capacity on, like, you know, Reaper, or not Reaper, but Elite difficulty as opposed to Reaper mode. Having all the Reaper points and the past lives, so you have all the extra DCs. Like, my character would be struggling a lot more if everything was making their save against my spells, which is what would be happening if I was playing like a first life character. Because they're still making their saves with a 40. I'm pretty much casting all of my spells here, trying to do as much damage as possible and get rid of all this stuff because I'm going to be using the shrine immediately. And I want to make this as clear as possible for people that are coming through. Doing your ETR and TR? Nice. What's next on the plate? Or is it, are you just still working on your progression? You use Spell Pen? No, Druids don't really cast anything that requires Spell Pen. I think you maybe want Spell Pen for Earthquake, but don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. I'm coming.
Got it.
Ooh, Mall Wolf. I like that idea.
Disappointed. I was hoping to put a
Essentially go with the Purple Dragon Knight, so you've got like... I feel like Mall Wolf would be pretty fun, but I don't know what the exact split would be. The problem with Mall Wolf is that you automatically can't get Snow Slide. I really like Snow Slide. Like, one of the reasons why I like playing any type of, like, Wolf Druid is because you get access to Snow Slide. The Snow Slide is Snow Slide. So, it's hard for me to kind of separate myself from that at any given moment. I feel like I knew it. I heard it. I was like, I have this sense of a Reaper. I hear this kind of whooshy spellcastery noise. Where is it? Oh yeah, hey, what's up, Carnage Reaper? Go away. And I'm gonna need hella shrining after this. Holy moly. Huh! And it is fun to just be able to, like, go up and maul some people as a wolf. And then also have, like, all the ranged from playing as a full caster. Go away. There we go. Casting healing spells all over the place. I just can't wait till I get a couple more. I think I'm limited on some of my healing spells right now. Because, like, Vigor would be great to take, although I can't take it because I need to have, or Greater Vigor. I'm limited on having to take Reincarnate. Although Cure Serious wouldn't be that bad of an idea. And I think I'd rather Cure Serious over Ice Storm. I can actually cast a slightly more interesting spell. I think I could also have Freedom of Movement, but I don't know how often Freedom of Movement comes in handy in the low-level quests. Usually not very often. Yeah, that's why I find it difficult to play any of those, like, splits, especially, like, you know, the Sylvanas build. Because the Sylvanas build means you're giving up on some of the cool wolf stuff. I would never want to give up on the cool wolf stuff. But makes it, like, just difficult for me as a player to, like, even want to do that. Damn. Hey, welcome back. So yeah, so we should have there should be a better return here. On the stream, it should be a little bit faster and less of a delay. If there's still a whole healthy delay, let me know. Ah! It's gone. Anything else lagging? No. Try to tumble. Always my bit of advice. If you're lagging and you can't move, try tumbling. That usually cures what ails you. I don't know why, but there's like some places where you like get stuck in like the geometry of the floor or something. If there's any type of incline, if you start lagging out, and your character like gets shunted into it, and then you can't move. But then if you tumble, your character is suddenly free. I'm in. Right spell. Here we go. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, the extra free damage from the half-elf from the warlock is actually because my character doesn't really have a lot of good damage sources because I'm playing as a druid. Is pretty substantial. I got, oh my god, the Mark of Law with the force damage on the magic missile. That was a 200 damage magic missile, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the exact reason why you want to make sure you are always having magic missile protection on Hardcore League. If you're like, man, why does Shrimp Tom always recommend magic missile protection? That's why. Because you don't want to get hit, take 200 friggin' damage from a magic missile and instantaneously die in Delirious. The fire damage procs on all spells. So, hey, there's a monster here, I can be like, fire damage, and it procs. Or I can use it on something else. It also scales directly off of the caster level. So, because it scales straight up off the caster level, it means that if I use, like, Elder of Winter or Child of Summer, which changes the level at which I'm casting the spell, because it increases the caster level of the spell, it also increases the base damage that I deal, which is pretty cool. From the Warlock fire spells. And because Druid is all about caster level, picking up additional caster levels here, and additional caster levels here, and the elemental forms grant caster levels, I think. It does a whole bunch of extra damage, and this doesn't have a level cap. It doesn't. It's just a D4 per level, so it's much better. And it does. It's like if you use Cleave with Fury, you get the first person, but that's it. Rip stream? What? Oh yeah, Rip stream. What's happening? My internet service provider.
Yeah, looks like we got ingenious debilitation and parole.
Not Twitch. It's just me. Yeah, I know my bitrate is 0. Thank you for telling me.
Yay, I did something. Smash the clock.
Grab the lightning resist.
Yeah, this floating thing and swing it around. Yeah, and I get blocked by gates. That too.
That door opens up, right? I forgot that that comes down.
Hope so. After we get all the gold, yeah.
Pretty sure it does. This door opens, right? Did this really never open?
That's gonna suck. The answer is no. It might be to keep people from coming in at the last second or switching to get the treasure or whatever, right? I didn't think that was that hot of a quest, but...
I swear I've had this door open before. I'm so confused. Because I've gone back through the adventure to help people who might have died in other areas after the quest is over. Am I just misremembering that? I feel like this door opens. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize that was what was going to happen.
Just a junk chest anyway.
Turn into a bear and lift it. Just be like, roar, and bear claws and tear the thing open. with my bare hands. The black lock next. Go do the black lock. I don't really want any of the end reward because the end reward is now nothing. Kind of disappointing. It used to be something. I think that because Delaris changed and now it doesn't have an end reward, I don't even know why if you've like have any past lives whatsoever. So you've done this quest one time, you now never need to go turn in the end reward. I find that very complex, confusing. Got a DC 99. Of course I can manage it. My strength is 18. That's close. Isn't it? Not close? I don't know. In unrelated news, it's now October, and due to it being October, I found out on Friday that they're installing a new network connection in my area, so I'll be able to get fiber optic internet, which means the next 2 weeks or so, my internet connection will be changing, which will be exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. Good morning, one-hand player. How are you doing? How's your day? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a very positive thing. Alright, the black lock. May you? I don't know. Do I have anybody on the ship? No, nobody on the ship.
Okay, give me a second, Tiny. I'll run to my ship.
Yeah, I gotta go in the ship. It's Baldur's Gate 3. There you go. Get excited. Was that Tuesday? Why would they release a game on a Tuesday and not a Monday?
I'm here.
Seems weird. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I'm feeling still pretty sick. I don't know why I'm feeling sick. Pretty sure my roommate transferred the cold that she had to me. Exactly what I want. That's exactly what I want to see when I wake up. Like that. Right there. No, he's not there. Somebody else must have got him first. Picking over things. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good for the most part. I think that hopefully that will be fixed. But either way, we will be streaming. I'm posting the stream schedule, so if you're wondering where the schedule is and how you can find it on Mondays, or not Mondays, we're going to be posting it every single Sunday, so I'll be posting the stream schedule for the next 7 days. It's important, so that way I just keep it 1 week in advance. It is important to note that I could potentially do 2 weeks, but we're going to do 1 week for now and see how that goes. It is important to bear in mind that the stream schedule for next weekend is going to be a little bit off because it is in fact a holiday here in Canada. It is Thanksgiving, so I'll be needing to do at least some type of activity, and given that there's going to be something going on, although I don't know exactly what, I can't commit to what time I will be able to stream that weekend. I'll be figuring that out probably this week, so like as we get closer. Or it might just be like, C listing sort of thing. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I've already got figured out. East Taming Mage Breaking Charlatan Halfling Ranger with a Toxic Frog is a familiar. If that's a reference to something, I don't know what it is, but because I really like the alliteration that you used. So, as I said, if that's a specific reference to something, that's really cool, but I don't know. That light, it carries a lot of bits. Exactly. And that's what you need when you're like playing any type of game. You need as many bits as possible. More bits, they say. You gotta get more bits. We got the megabits, we got the terabits, the gigabits. You gotta have as many as you can, and we're gonna hope we can get a faster connection. And soon, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to load all sorts of stuff. You can probably play loading screen simulator in Ultra HD 4K. That'll be pretty cool. I'd love to be able to show off that game. I know you guys, when we played it on the 24-hour live stream, were really excited when I started loading up the loading screen simulator. It depends on which version, the DDO edition or the separate edition made on Steam. But they're both honestly a pretty good product. Fear. I'll let somebody else grab that key. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good today. If I sound slow or if I sound, you know, so much down, but just like quiet and reserved, because I don't really have a ton of energy here.
A small keyhole painted green is visible in the door.
Monk vampire.
You can find a key.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Yeah, that's one of the things that does make it difficult, is when you don't have the dollars and the cash. One of the nice things about Dungeons & Dragons is it is a free-to-play game, so you do have the option to earn the currency while you play to unlock the content that you like the most. Motes. M-O-T-S. Oh my god. You can unlock the content that you think might be the most interesting for you, which means that, you know, even if you don't have some of the content, like maybe you don't have Monk unlocked, you could still play the game a little bit, freely earn the Monk class, and then continue playing. It is an option, depending on also how much time you have. That's also a separate thing that could be difficult. Also, Mistwalker comes in here and says, speaking of bits, he comes in here and says, hey, you know what? There's a lot of different types of bits out there. Gigabits, kilobits, and then he wants to show off something new that most scientists would be baffled by. Something else called the Twitch bit. And he drops 2,000 and says, speaking of bits, my god. Thanks for the bits, man. Appreciate the support. I hope you're having a delightful and wonderful morning. Got that cup of joe. I mean, I know it's like later in the morning. It's like 10:30, and realistically, I should stop being irresponsible and lazy and get up before 10. But it's been really hard to convince myself to do that. Do you guys have any tips for just generally getting out of bed in the morning? I've been having a big problem with, like, I can wake up when my alarm goes off, but then I just don't get out of bed. What's the secret? You guys got any tips that I can use? Because that would be delightful. You guys got any fresh advice? Both in the drawer meant to be played. Resurface race would attempt to kill them on sight. What do you mean how Loth Drow are meant to be played? Like they're not a playable race. Need a routine, can't break it? But I'm having difficulty making the routine is the problem. Rains. Rains! Yes, buddy. Let's get you some rains. Heard a door flick open, but I don't see it. Oh, they're a playable race in Baldur's Gate 3? Yeah, I feel like Underdark Drow would make a lot of sense. Especially considering, like, in Dungeons & Dragons, you can make the argument that the Drow, like, in most other games, you can make the argument that, like, oh, well, it's just general Drow society. You know, it's not just like, oh, one type of Drow is explicitly evil or something. But in the Forgotten Realms, it's pretty cut and dry that the Underdark Drow are just straight up evil bastards that want to destroy the planet and have no regard for life. That isn't Drow. I don't know. I literally do that. I literally put my alarm on the other side of the room, and I still get up, and I still then go back to bed.
I've grown.
Not a bad idea.
57 now.
Yeah, I wanna, like, I need to get out of the habit of hitting the snooze button, because the snooze, I know it's a bad habit that I have now, because the problem is it serves no purpose.
There was another rug that was, it's coming to me.
The blue on the keyhole
Light
in this door
bringers,
is the
light
same
bringers.
bright blue as a polished
That guy.
sapphire.
He was super active, and they had like a youth group and some other stuff. So
I'm gonna use a shrine,
lot of people
because I need more mana.
that I misread.
And that's the thing, honestly, I tell people all the time, they're like, oh man, what do I do when I run out of mana? It's like, I don't know, just head to the shrine. When I play spellcasters and I'm feeling dubious about, like, their ability to cast spells, I just aggressively hit every single shrine.
So there's two Uggs.
You are really excited for Baldur's Gate 3. I hope it's as good as you want it to be. Need to get up. Okay, so what you're saying is I should put my alarm in the ceiling. Like what I should do is I should put like a treasure chest or like a complex puzzle on the ceiling, so I have to do it. And then that way I can figure out exactly what I need to do to wake up.
Over here, a bunch of my buddies, you know, they just kind of stopped playing, and I sweet talked my way into Ancients.
Yeah, like I said, I hope it's as exciting as you want it to be, because if the game is not as exciting as you want it to be, then you're just kind of stuck. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been struggling with waking up in the morning and getting and doing stuff. Like, not like that. Like I'm sad. It's just I have this inability to physically relieve myself from the room. Roll a d20 to see options. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Celasta. The game demo that we demoed on stream seemed really cool. I feel like it could be fun to actually make your own party of heroes instead of just using the default ones. My worry is that there's going to be some, like, 2 system where, like, there's a campaign you have to use specifically the 4 heroes that they give you, and then any other campaign, the voice acting is going to be of much lower quality. But I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know exactly how they did, like, the dialogue trees and stuff.
You hear a shout from the quarterdeck above.
Again, not saying that, like, I think that the game will be of any comparable, or, like, I don't think it's gonna be a low-quality game, but that, you know, when it's a studio's first project, it's entirely possible that they have to cut corners somehow.
Sorry, what is it called?
In the media after waking up, so there's no going back. That's not a bad idea. I think brushing your teeth is a great idea. 1, because it's good to brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning. And
Oh, yeah,
2,
no, I didn't.
it can definitely be pretty good to get that done the second you wake up. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Yeah, no, and I don't want to go into hibernation. I want to go into doing things or nation. Wolf breath.
Face as you cut him down. No sign of concern about what
Bargain of blood.
is made of solid gold. It could fit only one door in the black lock.
Not really. I got 13 minutes left on an XP pod.
Making my bed is also a good idea. That's what I've been doing to avoid being tempted to, like, eat more food. Because I've been successfully curbing my overeating habit, which has been really good. So the secret that I've been doing to that is also brushing of teeth. So literally after I eat something, when I'm done my meal, and I know I'm done, and I don't want to be eating anymore, I'm like, okay, I'm done, and I shouldn't be eating. I will then go and immediately brush my teeth, which then makes all food suddenly, which I find very helpful. Because it's important to, you know, obviously there's something to be said for, like, just raw strength of will, like, I should be able to, you know, be a responsible grown-up and not need to use tips and tricks to, like, overcome bad habits. But, like, I don't know. I don't have that, like, sense of pride, I guess, where it's like, yeah, I can just overcome these problems on my own. It's like, no, I have some type of problem, and I need to sort it out and figure out how to solve it. And my best way to do it is to use the information I get from other people to get as much information as I can from, you know, any tips and tricks. Because it's like, you know, some people think about the outcome, but if it works, it works. Like, it's one of the reasons why, you know, I mentioned this before, I don't really have the best memory for remembering times of things and when things... Oh, major buffering going on? Really? God damn it. Looks fine. Thing is that I'm having literally no connection drops or anything. It's just on Twitch's end. Which is really weird. Ugh. Start getting up early? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Searing Heights. But yeah, I find that you know, I mentioned this before. So my memory for certain things is not so good, especially things that are, like, time dependent. So, like, oh, I have an appointment. I have a doctor's appointment on, like, 5. And it's like, all right, so I'll go to my doctor's appointment to do my thing. But then I'll forget that I have the appointment, and then I'll get a phone call, and they're like, oh, hey, you missed your doctor's appointment. I'm like, oh, no. And so I have to instead go through and, like, you find a way to keep track of that. So the way that I keep track of it is now with my phone. Anytime I have to do anything, I just put it in my Google Calendar. As long as it's in the Google Calendar, I will do it because my phone will tell me to do it every time. So and I've talked to some people, and specifically, I'm not going to name any names, but I've definitely talked to a reasonable amount of people from older generations, including older in my generation, who are like, man, kids can't remember anything and they're so reliant on technology and yada yada yada. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's very true. I am, as a young person, reasonably reliant on technology. Wait, I can't. Where's my arrows? Wait, it doesn't equip arrows? They changed something? The heck? Anyway, I am reasonably reliant on technology. This is a very true fact. But at the end of the day, does it really matter how I remembered how to do something? Isn't it just good that I remembered how to do it? That I didn't forget this important thing that I needed to do? I don't know. Like, to me, I don't really care about the method. Like, if I, hypothetically, let's just say, I ask somebody to get a problem solved. I don't really care how they solve the problem for the most part, assuming that the way that they solved the problem didn't cause any other problems. Why would I care? Like, if I said, hey, to somebody, can you figure out some mathematical thing? And they were like, oh, yeah, sure, I can do that for you, no problem. I'm not going to be sitting here being like, oh, one sec. Upset about, oh, man, they did it a different way than I was expecting. Or like, oh, they just Googled this. Like, I'll be like, oh, cool, great. Thank you for being resourceful and coming at a solution the fastest and the easiest method. So that's kind of like where I'm at, where I don't really care too much about most of the processes. I'm just all about, as long as it works, and if I ask somebody to do something and they give me something consistent, I'm pretty happy. Oh, I don't happen to smoke wolf. I also can't cast spells. My spells are like not going off. Where'd you die? I only know how to do this quest one way, so I'm not sure where you died. I'm coming for you, though. Oh. Famine Reaper? Oh, Blood Tide guys? Okay. Okay, look at all these Blood Tide guys.
Quest complete.
Horrify the user phone for navigation instead of a map. Oh my gosh, yeah, exactly the same idea. Happy Sunday morning stream. Love the content. 21 months. Oh, it's almost like 22. Zentude, welcome back to the stream team. Appreciate the support and also the callback. That's right. 21 months is almost like 22 months. It's just almost like 23, which is really close if you just round it up to 24, which is 2 years, which is 2/3 of 3 years, which is 3/5 of 5 years, meaning you've basically been subscribed for 5 total years. Dude, thank you so much for that insane quantity of support. I don't know how you did it. Literally, I just started talking and the time just kept getting longer. But thank you so much. I'm happy to have you here, and I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday morning with your cup of coffee and a glass of water and whatever it is you need to help you wake up on this bright and sunny day. Yeah, it looks bright and sunny outside. It just looks like a nice day, you know? You know what I mean? It's all a DM mode for player creation. I mean, I hope so. That was something I thought was kind of cool about, you know, some of the other older style games, you know, like Neverwinter and stuff, is that there's that DM mode where people can create their own campaigns. Okay, who isn't in, is everyone inside? Are we missing anybody?
I'm in, I'm just not with you, I'm over here with this turret.
Oh god, no, not Ugg. He's dying. Me go on, finish out. I don't mind waiting. The more difficult setting, you'd have new enemies popping up in fights that weren't there before, and I want that. Just overall just higher saves and HP pools. Yeah, I can see that. Well, it's just important, you know. I don't know where people are or what people have. No, get res comp. I do have raise. I can go raise this guy, but he like died in a big trap pit, so I don't know how to save him.
Don't come back for me. It's not worth it. Sorry. I feel like 20 things are on me.
Like, I'm not a trap guy. I'm a wolf. Bork, bork. If I can't bork it, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? Maybe it wasn't a big trap pit. Hold on. Hold on now. I don't know where all these guys came from. Yeah, everybody goes different ways in this quest, and I don't know how most people get through it. Oh, is the red shrine not working?
Yeah, it's working. But there was two.
Oh, it's working.
Hold on, I gotta wait for my X to go away. We got trash.
Heal this guy. Just use this? Oh, I didn't. That's what that does. Oh, I didn't know that's what that did. I'm so sorry. I only ever. I don't know how to get down there or how to get back up. I don't know where you guys are going. So, I don't think that's the right way. But apparently, I activated a bunch of traps now, and I don't know where they are, and I don't know how to fix it. So, I thought that would open this door. That doesn't open this door. Maybe there's a lever to open this door. I think there is a lever to open this door. Hold on. I'm gonna go over here and pull this lever.
It is the sight of blood and battle.
Yeah, that seemed to work. Of course, there's a. Nope, that didn't open the door. Yeah, I don't know how to open that door. I think you guys might be stuck because I pulled that trap lever. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go finish the quest.
We'll catch up.
I don't understand. Like I said, I don't know how to do that. I don't understand how this quest works. I've only ever done it the one way, and it's the only way I know how to get through it. Sure, maybe it'd be fun to like actually explore and figure out what's all the secret paths and what are all the different directions you can go. But like, I currently don't know that information, so I can't help people that want to go a different direction than the direction that I go. To be fair, I came in here before those people got here, so if they didn't, they don't know where to go. I didn't really give them a lot of good information about where to do the going, which is my bad. But the quest is over, so that's kind of good.
The local merchants will no longer face competition with blood.
You just can't. Yeah, just. I don't know. I didn't even know that would happen. Weird. But that's okay. That's DDO in a nutshell. It's like, hey, what happened here? Why did I die? Oh, there was some type of crazy trap that no one knew about? Oh, good. Sure, that's right, nobody. No, I'm not trying to keep people away from end chest loot. It just looks like that because that's what I'm doing. Oh, God. Again, it's not that I didn't want to get the loot. It's that I didn't... And I still don't even know where two of our party members are. I don't know where this guy... This guy says, no get res comp. So I don't... I don't understand. Like, so I... Like, like, what do you do at that point, you know? When you're, like, asking people, you're saying, hello, are you coming? Are you gonna be here soon? Can I help you? Is there anything I can do? I did it. And then, you know, you ask those questions, and then you just don't get an answer. Like, what do you do? Can I have a yes or no answer? Yeah. Didn't even make it into the quest, though, and then he left.
Should bring you back to House D. Should.
Yeah, it's in the House D. I'm gonna take the warboat where I'm going, and I can hit all the big ballistae as I'm walking around.
The house beneath
He might be a notorious piker. I literally don't know. He maybe he piked so hard he never made it to the quest. He just went into the adventure zone and was like, well, if somebody doesn't walk me to the adventure zone, then I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, this is a nice quest that's ranged. Not so much as melee.
It's because no get raise comp? Oh, yeah, that's... I always forget about the no get raise comp. See, that's my bad, again. And these guys shoot you real bad. I stunned that? Assault ray? I mean, that worked. I don't know how good my range is for taking down these ballistae. I just take the boat. I mean, I'm hitting it. Like, I think I can just salt ray this down. Oh my god, this is where I need wood missile or wood ray, whatever it's called, splinter bolt.
Get up from that side, or do you need to come back eventually? I think he's swimming on the left side.
Yeah, that's it. I don't mind, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't mind if somebody can't. Yeah, I just take the boat and then I just kind of swim to the other side while blowing up all the ballista. And then you go through the underwater section.
I actually just saw this.
Oh, got him. Smoked him. No, it's too far away. I tried. Because if you get too close to the bottom of the wall, then you have to deal with, like, it'll be like, oh, not in line of sight. Maybe I can do it from here? Oh. Come on.
I'm not 100% sure.
Blocked.
I think there's actually like a rope ladder or something on the side of this boat.
Oh, we got him. Okay, we're good. We got one.
No, there's not.
Uh. Oh, it's too far. Oh my god, this game is hard.
3 boats that you have to sabotage them or something.
Just make it. Okay, good. Alright, so all the ballista are broken, so if you come around the north side of the island, there's this underwater pit. You just swim into the pit, and we're done. That's it. No, it's dying. Wait, did I miss one? Ah, shit, you're right. Oh, I missed a ballista. But anyway, keep going in there and kill the monsters. I'll be right there. Where? Which one did I miss? It blew up that one. Right of the dock. You sure?
A fearsome orc shouts orders as you enter the room.
Three there.
Found Captain Grim.
Did they add a new one?
Okay, Grim's down.
Nice. Apparently I missed one of the ballista, but I don't know where. Those three are down. The last one? God damn it. I did miss the last one, didn't I? Where are you, ballista? Oh, I see it. I targeted it. Where is it? I don't know where the ballista is, so we're just gonna salt ray. Blocked. Yeah, I know it's friggin' blocked. Tell me where it's blocked, though. Is it here? I'm not so it's somewhere here. The mythical ballista. It's so rare. Oh, it's that one. Oh, I can't even reach that at all. Oh, no. Wait, maybe? Salt ray. Nope, not even close. Alright. I'm scaling this mountain for the last ballista. Arf! Let me aboard the boat! Arf!
I'm trying to kill the optional pirates while you're doing this.
Optional pirate killing. Alright, I can get behind this.
Actually, I think this takes me.
Okay, let me in. Let me in. Ah! God damn it. Like, I just want to get this thing with my salt beam. I don't know why I have salt beam on dog, but I do. Alright, now we go up here. Not facing ballista. What a bunch of baloney. Got it. This was a surprisingly difficult challenge. Quest is way harder without a bow and arrow. No. Doggy, stay alive. Wait, what's regeneration? Oh, I have the cloak that gives me regeneration, I think. You almost caught ice wolf doggo. Hey. You will remember this day as the day you almost caught Shrimp Tom. Not. But yeah, you were right. It's the one to the right of the dock, all the way at the top of the mountain. Forgot about that. I guess because usually I'll have either a bow or a ranged weapon I can swap to or something. I just don't think about it. Sabotage and goggles of accuracy. Seeker, accuracy, and deception. Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay, good stuff.
Alright. Last one.
So what's next on the to-do list?
I can't remember the name of this quest, but it's this one right here. Rieger. We have no trap guy, so be careful.
As you enter, you are surprised to
There's devlogs for Baldur's Gate 3. Can I romance everyone? Hey man, that's a big deal. You have to understand. You've got a lot of these like RPG games, pretty much specifically all the ones by BioWare, kind of, you know, giving you the opportunity to make very fun friends with anybody that you like in the entire universe, whether it is appropriate or not. Not like appropriate, like it shouldn't be in the video game, but whether like, you know, doesn't matter. So they give you all those opportunities, and so people look for some of those sorts of things, especially in all of their fantasy RPGs. Look, you know what's cool? Being able to play my fantasy RPG and get the level 100 and get the coolest sword of ultimate destruction and smash some face in, and also slam a jam on some drow. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I'm playing a video game in 2020. That's what we're talking about. Like, that's half the reason why people play Mass Effect. They're like, oh yeah, cool, it's got a great story, the gameplay is alright, I can slam aliens? Cool, that's why I gotta play it. Did confront 2. Talk to me. Yeah, and the Witcher guy, he romances everybody, I think. I didn't play The Witcher. Geralt or whatever his name is. So you got CD Projekt Red's gonna bring out that stuff, so why not the Baldur's Gate 3 guys? Or what if instead you can have, if you had like something like Celasta where you have the whole adventuring party, if you can have your adventuring party romance and it's like a mixture of like D&D and Sims, Like, oh, they're getting married or whatever. They want to build a house. Not in this economy. I don't remember the dude's name. I didn't play the video game or watch the movies or watch a TV show or read the books.
A thick layer of dust covers the tunnel floor. Even worse than the choking dust is the stench.
Game is hard.
From the pipe.
Yeah, Gerald. That's exactly what I said. Word literally typed out what I said with my mouth, with no adjustments or changes. Geralt of the Witcher.
Oh, that worked out.
Okay, so you got it. It's okay. All right. So, hypothetically, imagine you know somebody, and their name is Gerald. How do you spell Gerald? Oh.
Anyone experiencing a little bit of lag?
Yes. Well, it's more like a lot of lag. Right. So Gerald is like that. So if we swap that D for a T, we get Gerald.
Sure, I'm gonna come back and be dead because I have an ultra gel
Take that.
to dissolve me.
Am I still stuck? Can I move? Yeah, I can move.
Okay. But there is a Reaper down here now.
Rats. Oh shit, Reaper. Oh shit, 2 Reapers. Oh, I got them all, I guess. See, it's all about pronunciation. As long as you're consistent with your application of your pronunciation, that's all that matters. Oh, stop this. No. So many Reapers. Keep spotting. It's almost like they think this is some type of Reaper mode or something. And oh my god, the manager is back! Dude, how? They resurrect him from the dead? I'm gonna shrine real quick. You know what's that avoiding potential bonus XP? Yeah. The potential for bonus XP, I like that. I have a question. Does 5th edition have rules? I don't know this, because I do it however I want to do it. Very ad hoc. Owie! Does 5th edition have rules for non-combat experience points? Like, for example, let's just say players definitely navigate a challenging social interaction. Or if you had your players plan, like, some type of heist, and then they manage to successfully pull it off without anything bad happening. How would you... Is there, like, a system for awarding that type of experience points? I'm gonna die. Oh, I made it! I'm a friggin' god. Oh, yeah. Down to the DM. Okay. For sure, for sure. I just wasn't sure if there... I don't have the Dungeon Master's Guide. So I haven't read it for 5th edition. Like, I have a digital copy, but I also haven't read it. Like, I haven't gotten around to doing it. But I asked just because I know that in 3.5, it didn't tell you exactly how to do it, but it gave you, like, guidelines, basically, of, like, you know, how would you assess the situation. So, like, I don't know. I'm just curious. And that freeze is too good. It's not technically a freeze. If it was actually a whole freeze, that'd be even better. Goodbye, everybody. You know, be like, hey, you know, you went into town and you met this dude named Gerald. Then you built a relationship with a good foundation. And now you have 6 kids in this city. That's worth a little bit of experience, maybe. Although, would you really level up and get your increased wizarding skills? I don't know. That's also where I draw, like, not like a line, but it's like it's hard to make that distinction between, like, okay, you navigated some interesting social interaction, but then how does that make you a better wizard? Yeah, that's an interesting idea as well. Like, the way that I've previously done it is I've assigned experience point values to, like, all the different things that players do. So let's just say I'm designing, like, an adventure, right? And I said they're going into some enemy camp, and there's, like, bear traps on the ground. Each of the bear traps has an assigned experience point value. So if they manage to avoid and deal with the bear traps, then I would say that, you know, like, the bear trap is worth X amount of experience. They managed it, so then they get experience for managing the bear trap as though it was an actual full monster. And then I do similar things for, like, if I set up the players up in, like, a social scenario where I put them in a situation where they're going to be doing roleplay with no specific combat. Okay, you get skill point, etc. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's definitely an interesting idea. I haven't heard about that milestone progression. It's kind of like DDO then, where you break up each level into individual things. So you say, oh, well, this level is, you know, whatever. Like, you get your different ranks. Very interesting. I do think that having it better, like, in more breaks is good. For a lot of the time when you play any type of pen and paper game, you will likely spend a long time at the same levels, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, just that it is a thing. You will have scenarios where you spend, you know, an entire week or 2 weeks at one level or level range. Alright, like weeks, but like several sessions. So you might have, like, you know, 6 sessions between level 1 and 6 sessions at level 2 and 6 sessions at level 3. Like right now, my party, we're going on our, I want to say, 7th adventure, and after the 2nd adventure they got to level 2. I just don't like having low level characters. I think level 1 and 2 are like fun ideas, but you have so little health that you can die to one hit to most things, so I try to avoid level 1 and 2. But we spent a whole bunch of time at level, so we spent 1 or 2 adventures at level 2. And then we're spending 5 at level 2. Then I'm moving up. They just moved up to level 3, and they're going to go on another adventure. My players are currently on a boat, and they're heading to this mystical, well, not this mystical place, but this confusing and interesting place called Stormreach. I mean, I do like me some Stormreach. I did it. Thanks, buddy. Chimera's breath. Yeah, I want that. And you have them get mugged when they arrive by a kobold thief? That's actually a fantastic idea. I don't say mugged, so they're probably not going to get mugged, but they'll probably have somebody pickpocket them. At which point they yell, and for the Stormreach guard, at which point the Stormreach guard is probably just going to look at them and be like, "Protect your pockets, citizen." Not really do anything about it. As the Stormreach guard would probably do. Because House Deneath, when you go to House Deneath, they don't do that. You know, if you go to House Deneath, someone tries to pick your pocket, House Deneath just executes you on the spot. But guards in Stormreach, man, if they're not getting paid, you know how the Stormreach guards are. Literally, if they don't get paid, if the alarm's not going off, they can't do anything. Those are the rules. You know, so you turn off the alarm, and they can't actually legally arrest you anymore. Anyone happen to have a what? 25% fort gem? Let me lead them on a chase to the sewers. It's not a bad idea, actually. Hey guys, we're going into the sewers today. Why can't I take this? Oh, I didn't earn enough XP to take the heavy armor efficiency. That's really funny. I thought I would have had enough points. Yeah, so I'm just gonna grab a couple items out of the bank.
Most of the equipment that's out there usually comes with a fairly decent amount of fort, so it kind of makes the gem almost useless.
Alright. Alright. I want the Coat of the Traveler, because it's really good. I would like to use the Mantle of Fury, but I can't, even though it's really good. Barovian Noble's Regalia, no. Lightfoot Greaves. Drumming Spark Cord. Oh, Memories of Kindness. That one's really good. I don't think I have any goggles I can use. I need some gogs. I don't think I have any gogs. I don't see any good gogs in here. Wear a key lock ring. That wouldn't help me at all. Alright, so now, important to note that I'm at 46 physical magical, or 46 physical, 27 magical. I'm going to put this on, go to the Traveler. My Memories of Kindness. And now I'm at 59 and 38, so that's not too bad. And we're also going to be getting, I'm at, what's my Cold and Electric are both 181. I'm going to put on the Magnetism, and then boom, now they're up to 258. And then we're going to throw on the Shoes, the Flight of Foot Greaves. Pretty good. I got move speed, so I don't actually need to be casting Expeditious on myself all the time. Just faster. Yeah. And I have 57 armor class somehow. Can't you go and get the Saga reward? I can go and get the Saga reward! That's genius. Let's do that right now. I'm gonna go grab the Saga bonus. We'll head over to Vaughn 1 and 2. Hey, there you go. That guy's doing the pit. Have fun with that. Go to 8. Therashk Arena. Am I gonna do the shadow quests? I don't know. I don't know. The shadow tombs are exciting, and this character does get Death Ward. So it could potentially be a good option. Yeah, Saga. Yes. Did all the quests. Give me your experience points. There we go. Bam. I didn't need this, but it does give me 16 extra health. Elwood.
Hello,
Well, Colm. What fun we first was back in first edition where you traded gold for XP? Oh god. Yeah, original Dungeons and Dragons had a lot of interesting ideas. Ideas that were interesting. They may not have been the best, but they were definitely kind of neat.
I'm doing smashing. My wife and kids are out visiting the in-laws and leaving me at home to game. Feels good.
Isn't there, like, if you wanted to level up as a druid, you had to kill a more powerful druid? Or something like that?
This looks like the underground highway to Tharrask Arena. If you search for dirt in combat, keep your guard up.
I remember something like that. God, this wolf druid feels good. Ow! So when I burn myself on fire.
Fight this,
Yeah, I'll fight this guy.
He's a pain.
Nah, he dies. I had to find a higher level NPC to teach them.
Not that much of a pain on heroic levels.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I like that idea, kind of. Like, I think it's kind of a neat idea to actually have somebody physically train you, and that's how you have to learn. But it depends on, like, the style of game you're going to play. If you play Dungeons & Dragons twice a week with a group of friends, you have somebody who's, like, really, really dedicated into the world building, and you're doing all that stuff, I feel like having all of those extra layers can really add to the immersiveness of what you're doing. But if you play Dungeons & Dragons once a week or once every 2 weeks, like, nobody will ever have time to be like, oh, well, I want to level up to level 3, so we have to go to a fighting school or, like, find a fighter trainer so I can learn the new skills of being a fighter. Like, it's a cool idea. But, like, it's... how do you get the actual players to, like, have time to do that, if that makes sense? You know what I mean? Pushing for the Champions League mechanic when you thought of the same thing a year earlier. It's funny because for some reason I thought I saw accidentally in there, so I thought you said you accidentally watched my video, and I was like, oh wait, you accidentally watched my video and then you learned something? Huh, that's kind of neat, I guess. Well, it's also important to recognize that, like, back in the day, people didn't know shit about how games were supposed to be fun. Like, games were fun when they first made them because you didn't have games. Like, you didn't have Dungeons & Dragons. So if somebody explains to you this concept, and you're, like, in college in the 80s, you might be like, oh shit, this sounds amazing, because I read The Lord of the Rings, and I like fantasy, and that sounds kind of cool. I could be as a mystical elf, and I already have my elf costume, so let's just do it. Sounds fun. And you had no type of outlet for something like that. But it's been like 40 years. We can make cool things. Right? Like when you have, you know, games are just better than they ever were now, which is kind of cool. You have more immersive technology, more, like the stories are a lot more, or in some cases can be a lot more complex. So obviously it depends on the studio, the game, the amount of effort that goes into it. But just like even on a basic technical level, like, you know, I'm a big, like, I'll use a basic example. You know, Mario 64 is a pretty good game. And it's got good controls, and it's nice. But you know what's like Mario 64, but like better? Like, you know, Mario Galaxy. It's like Mario 64, but it's got this better range of motion, and it looks way, way nicer. And it's got more different mechanics and new ideas. You know what's better than that? Than both of those games? Mario Odyssey. It dances circles around it. Because you have all these people who learned, you know, what makes games fun, and they just distilled that into a very concentrated formula, and then made a really fun series of video games.
I'm gonna go ahead and start the slide.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Time you guys are done with the shrine. Alright. Yeah, the delay on this is pretty long.
You know, cold breath is an interesting idea here. What else do I want? Probably America? Let's get America going.
No reason to worry. Crushers, kobolds, and the Mudwallow ogres are hungry.
Since if we were born through the future, what would gaming be like then? That's a good question. I find it interesting that it's hard to exactly predict how gaming is going to progress. I think that for a lot of people, the surge and the excitement behind mobile gaming is probably a bit of a surprise. Because that's 100% the direction that things are going. The more casual pick up and play where you don't really need to take a lot of time to do something. Like, it might seem like a bad thing, but you have so many things constantly grabbing for your attention. You've got TV shows and all these companies advertising like, you gotta watch our shows, you gotta watch our movies. Now you have things that aren't TV. You've got YouTube, you've got Twitch. You have all these different sources of things that, like, are always grabbing at your attention now, because you have individual creators. I'm just some dude in the fucking basement, and you're watching me, right? But you could be watching, you know, one of these, like, critically acclaimed pieces of art that people have made, whether it's on TV or movies. You could be watching another Twitch streamer, you could be watching something else, but instead you're here. So, what if you want to play a video game, but you want to play something like DDO, but you don't have all of the time to be able to play this because you can't log in every single day. So instead, you'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to play a game, I'm going to just load up Fortnite, it's free, I can play one round for like 15 minutes with like a friend of mine, we just jump into chat, and it doesn't matter whether I played now or I played later, there's no progression system in the game, so it's just about me enjoying the experience. So one, it makes it so the game company can make more money because they have a wider audience, but then you, as a human being, can say to yourself, it's okay that I didn't invest all this time. I don't have to do that. And I feel like the I don't have to invest a lot of time feeling is kind of where games are going. Something that is more about the experience of the game than the experience of the game built up over time, if that makes sense. You know, accessibility, so more people have the opportunity to actually try and experience the thing that many of us find so great. And I think that's kind of good, which isn't to say that I don't want to have these, like, large, you know, experiences like the MMO experience and other games like that. Absolutely not. I love, you know, obviously I play DDO as like my thing. I love these games that have these like big overarching worlds and the investment and the systems and the things you can learn. But I feel like that's the direction that they're going. I think that a lot of people, you know, there's that idea for a while like, oh, video games, it's going to be VR now. It's going to be VR. Everyone's going to be playing in VR. And dude, No one's playing in VR. VR costs like $1 zillion.
I give you the king of killers, the merciless murderer, the terror in the night, Deadheart the unbeaten.
Oh my god, sorry. I have D&D this afternoon, actual pen and paper D&D, and one of my players is like hitting me up, asking me a bunch of questions, and I'm like, give me a little bit.
Now is your chance to seize the mighty axe.
Okay, the prisoner.
Yeah, I guess we just finish it.
VR set, and it's been gathering dust. Like I said, it's not that VR is bad. It's just that it's cost prohibitive and space prohibitive, right? We live in a time where there's a lot of people out there that, you know, struggle to pay rent, that struggle to live in places that are like appropriately sized for them. So all of these people can't afford to have an entire room in their house dedicated to their VR setup that they spent $1,000 on, that they then had to attach a bunch of shit to the ceiling to make VR work. So, like, it's not that the thing doesn't function. You can probably make the coolest VR ever. It's that you can't give that experience to somebody because there are so many barriers outside of just the upfront cost. There's, like, the space cost. Like, you know, these things are, I imagine, not the most sturdy things. So imagine if you have, like, kids or something, they're probably pretty breakable. So, like, it's just tough. So it's different.
A beholder roars, hungry for slaughter and ready for a fight.
Also, how are you doing, Cruiser Zero? What's up? No, VR is fantastic. If you've had the experience, why do I have 4 negative levels? If you've ever had the experience to try out VR, I guarantee you, like, if you haven't tried it, it's the coolest thing ever. This obviously doesn't work. You can't go to like a local arcade or something, but the virtual reality experience that I've had, even some basic stuff like on PlayStation, whatever, it's awesome. It's like the coolest. It's so exciting and engaging, and like everything that you watch, it's so friggin' cool. I have loved my previous experiences with VR. I think it's great. I'm excited to see what they're going to make in the future, especially the opportunities for stuff like the horror genre and many different genres. I think that VR is looking really, really promising. However, again, it's the issue is accessibility. And you get as many people to get access to it. I don't own a VR console. I've just played it at friends' houses. Is it really cool? Yes. Does it have limitations? Like it makes your head hurt real bad because your brain is trying to take up too much information? It has... There's just so many logistical problems that until they can iron that out and then also make it affordable, like one of the reasons why people buy consoles in the first place is because, you know, it's an affordable method of gaming. Even though you can make like a comparatively, like, you know, you can spend, instead of spending $500 on a PlayStation 5, you can spend $500 on the pieces for a gaming PC and have, you know, something to give yourself a good experience. But people maybe don't know how to do that, or it takes extra time, and this thing has got the good marketing where you just plug in and play. But then to be like, okay, well, you need to have a sick gaming computer, and then after having a sick gaming computer, you also need to buy the $1,000 HTC Vive, and then you also need to have a space in your physical house. So we're talking, if I want to start doing VR, I'm got to spend like $3,000, and that is a steep price. You know. Or even some of the basic stuff, because you can, like I said, there's different VR systems that you can get in different places. Like PlayStation has on the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation VR. Well, that's kind of cool. But again, you still have to buy this $400 attachment for your PlayStation. And then once you buy the $400 attachment for your PlayStation, if you try to do any of the cool stuff, it can't render properly. So you're kind of very limited on what you can actually do. Like, a buddy of mine, he's got the PlayStation VR, and so we've tried out a couple things, and one of them, there's this game called I Expect You to Die, and it's kind of like an escape room style spy game, where you're essentially, like, in a single room, and you're trying to, like, you essentially have to escape the room, or, like, these different rooms using, like, different, like, you know, puzzle style things, which is kind of cool, but the problem is, so it's like pretty, it's a really basic art style, but it feels really good. Compare that to like, oh, let's play Skyrim VR on PlayStation VR experience. Well, VR needs to run at 90 frames per second, and the PlayStation can't run Skyrim at 30 frames per second. So, what do? Well, you put it in like 100, or like not even like 100p, and it becomes this unwatchable garbage that just hurts your brain when you look at it for like more than 3 seconds. There's like a lot of limitations.
And you know what? I got one.
Before everyone's like, yes, show trailer. Everyone's hyped for a mobile. Diablo 4 is not coming for a mobile. Are you confusing Diablo 4 and Diablo Immortals? Because Diablo Immortals is the mobile game that is coming out. Diablo 4 is a PC. I don't know if it's PC exclusive, but it's it's on PC. Like, did you not watch the actual trailer for Diablo 4? Dude, it's a friggin' movie. It looks awesome. Like, literally, Blizzard was like, yeah, we could make something, but then the cinematic for Diablo 4 looks just unbelievable. It's the coolest thing. Like, I don't like Blizzard Entertainment as a game company. At least the current Blizzard, their current management policies, the things that they, how they decide to manage their game and stuff. I think that they don't do the best job. But, that being said, especially their mismanagement and mishandling of the entire Diablo franchise, as somebody who likes that franchise quite a bit, who grew up playing Diablo 1 and Diablo 2, and then even I've played a lot of Diablo 3. I have like probably not thousands, probably like 400 hours logged in Diablo 3 at least. But I'm just skeptical about Diablo 4 because I feel like Blizzard doesn't know what the heck they're doing.
See if we can get across this thing without getting blown off. See, I think I hate oozes
Welcome.
more than I hate beholders.
There we go. Give me all that
Oozes are only bad because they do damage.
negative levels back.
You know that. It's not a big deal. Okay, I made it. Yay! Beholders is just not any real defense against them. They're just gonna level drain you to death.
Yeah, so anyway, like I said, it's something to think about.
Kill them quickly.
It's just that, VR has that main issue of like, oh, well, what are you going to do? How are you going to,
This one, I can fix the neg levels.
how are you going to actually make it implement and work? So I don't know what the future of gaming looks like, but the pick up and play version of gaming that we have right now, where it doesn't require a ton of actual investment to be able to just get started and play, I think is a good thing overall for like the gaming industry probably, because it's going to get more people into it. Because we have so many game designers, people making so many things. We can have both. You can have the very hyper-focused games that you need a lot of depth to get into and play and understand. Then you can have the other side of it where people are just learning how to play.
Everything so fast, I'd have to go out of my way to die here.
I don't know what these guys are talking about. I'm literally not listening to the conversation.
Okay, are we ready to do the turn-ins here, or we're ready for wobbles? That's right.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to what the future of gaming has in store. Like, I'll be the first to say it, I enjoy playing these pick up and put down games where I don't need any skill to do. Like, I've been playing some Fall Guys. Fall Guys is pretty fun. If you haven't played that before, I'm sure you've all seen it or heard of it, but I have it on PlayStation because I got it for free. I have the locket. I don't have the dagger. And I don't know, it's just really fun, the fact that I can just play this game without actually having to, like, spend a bunch of time to learn a whole bunch of systems and do whatever. It's just like, oh yeah, you control this guy, and you can change his outfit, and win the game. And it's very simple, and all the games are really easy to understand immediately. But that doesn't mean that they aren't easy, or like they're easy, or you can't get good at them. Because a lot of people are very good, and some people will kick the crap out of you and beat you and all sorts of different stuff. But it feels super good. So it's really fun. So like I said, I like a lot of the stuff like that. Maybe not specifically like Battle Royale, but just having the ability to, do a whole bunch of different things. It's cool. It's cool, in my opinion. It's cool. Doing now. What's another level 8 quest? Let's do Storm, Cleave, and Stromwald's Mine. like I said, I think it's definitely good that we have these different things. Something that can bridge the gap and bring in lots of people. As far as actual mobile gaming goes, like gaming on your mobile phone, I mean, this year is obviously potentially a bad year for mobile gaming because people aren't that mobile, or many people are less mobile because of all like the lockdowns and the quarantine orders. Although depending on where you live, you might not even know. We're entering another stage of lockdown in here in Ontario because of the quickly increasing numbers of the coronavirus coming at you. But then I took a bit of a walk yesterday just to go outside, and you know, still nobody's wearing their mask. People are like going shoulder to shoulder on the street. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of depressing, I guess. Just disappointing. I'd like this to be gone. I want to be like New Zealand, where they don't have any coronavirus. Then everyone can just do whatever they want.
Lush jungles give way to a blasted landscape.
That dude just joined and stepped in the quest and then left. That's hilarious.
Burned plants have replaced the green fecundity of Zendrick.
You know, it's like I just want to be able to go outside and do whatever. I don't even hate wearing the mask that much because, like, honestly, there's just, in some cases, especially when I'm walking down the street, I feel like, you know, I definitely have like I don't walk around with a smile on my face, I guess. You know, I guess it's not the most pleasant, so just the fact that you can hide all of your emotions while you're walking around is kind of okay. I mean, also, as a Canadian, it's just the same thing as wearing a friggin' scarf over your mouth. And I have to wear a scarf all the time whenever I go outside, because I have asthma, and so since whenever I go outside in the wintertime, the cold air will hit my lungs, and then it causes an you know, asthmatic reaction. What do you call that? An asthma attack? Oh, are those guys together?
Yeah, I think we need to go back across and run up the other side. Take a left here.
So I got to do that. So for me, it's like not really any different. Like I don't even notice a difference. But I'm sure there's like lots of people that would like one of the things I would love to do is I used to go rock climbing, and I can't do that until the pandemic is over. Like, yeah, I can go find some rocks out in nature, but I didn't go find rocks in nature. I went to the rock climbing gym. The rock climbing gym is closed because there's a pandemic, and it's like, can't we all just wear a mask so I can go back to the rock climbing gym, please? Do it if you're not going to do it for you, do it for me. Just do it for me. That's all I want. Come on, universe, mold to my will.
A pillar stands with two runes set along its center.
I can remember when this used to be considered a hard quest. Been a long time. Just going back 5 years.
These guys used to be a hard quest.
Yeah, I used to.
If you want it to be hard, just up the Reaper difficulty, and it gets hard.
Let's put it
Hey,
like
welcome.
this. Since I've had this game, I was in the military. Actually, I was in the military a little bit before this. And
These guys are like,
when I retired.
this is kind of neat. I don't usually have a lot of people talking to each other, generally, when you're, like, playing the game. So it's kind of neat when you have people actually having, like, full whole conversations. Does that do 1,000 damage? Oh, I just hit the guy for 1,000 damage. Oh, that's exciting. Wolf Druid. So as I said, tomorrow morning we'll be getting a new video on the main channel. Also, bear in mind, we are, in fact, now returning to streaming on YouTube. However, we're not doing it on the official Strim channel. Instead, we're doing it on the Strim Streams channel. I have to do that because YouTube, the algorithm, destroys my actual channel because I'm streaming. So here's the thing: the way it works is basically, if essentially a content creator posts 2 new pieces of content and you don't click on them, you don't get served any more content from that content creator anymore, which is very, very annoying for somebody who tries to serve as many people as possible.
It is really hard.
And so
Been trying to get completion.
now what the new system is set up, I run into this problem where because I was doing the live streams, people that would not click on the live streams would be like, well, that's not interesting to me, so they don't click on it. So then what ends up happening is when I actually post a regular YouTube video, those people don't get served that YouTube video, so nobody sees it. So I posted a YouTube video a few days ago, and it has like almost no views because just no one knows it existed. It exists. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, that's a weird problem. So that's why we have to do the separate channel. I don't know why YouTube does that. And this is why I didn't really want to live stream on YouTube in the first place. I'm just doing it because it reaches like a wider audience, and to let people know, hey, come check it out and see what's going on. But the system is just set up in such a stupid and dumb way that like you can't filter out the live streams either on the channel. Like, and I don't even know who designed the system. So I'm just making fun of YouTube right now. So when I go to it as a creator, I get my videos set up. My channel says videos and then live streams, right? So it has the videos on one side and the live streams on the other. You can't choose to subscribe to one or the other. But it shows me that as a separate thing. When I go to my channel as a viewer, my channel has all of the things in one place. It just has this big endless list, and you can't tell. The live streams don't have thumbnails, which is how you can tell, and my YouTube videos do have thumbnails. And that's pretty much the only way to tell if something is an actual video or a broadcast. And I think that's so dumb that they can't either have it be a separate thing or something that you would separately subscribe to. Because it just means that you have to have multiple YouTube channels, which is really dumb. And then the other problem is you also, unlike Twitch, where I can have a default setting for all of my broadcasts, like, oh, I'm playing on Twitch, so I want to have, like, I want to be making money off of it, so I want to have advertisements served to people and whatever, and do all the things that you need to do to get the money on the Twitch. Instead, on YouTube, they don't give you a default upload. So I can have a default upload for like a video, but for the actual streams, I can't. So if I start a live stream, it's not monetized. I have to monetize it afterwards with the recording, and that's not saved for each individual live stream. So what happens is I will stream for a bunch of hours. I get a ton of the most important metric that YouTube has, which is watch time. So people are watching all the content. The watch time's really high. The viewer retention's really high. And then there's literally no revenue from it because YouTube doesn't allow me to generate revenue until after the stream is actually over. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't understand how it works at all. I don't get it. It makes sense that when you had like, Ninja streaming on Mixer and all these other people streaming in different, and Shroud and whatever, and then when, Mixer dies, they weren't like, oh, let's just go to YouTube. Like, no, no one would ever stream on, like, who is a popular streamer who streams on YouTube as opposed to like another site?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, I don't know.
Something they need to fix, or it's just the way MMA works. This is really the only one I play.
Yeah, well, but Dr. Disrespect streams on YouTube because he got banned on Twitch, which is kind of a different thing. I feel like if Dr. Disrespect didn't get banned on Twitch, he would probably still be streaming on Twitch. But you're right, that is somebody. So that's true. If you get banned on a larger streaming platform, then you stream on YouTube. Really? PewDiePie streams on YouTube? I did not know that. I actually didn't know PewDiePie live streamed at all. I guess I'm just on lightning bolts here, because they're immune to fire and cold.
Well, I
actually didn't know he did live streams at all.
I used to try and play.
I don't pay too much attention to PewDiePie. It makes sense that he would stream on live stream on YouTube. He is the largest individual content creator on the website. So, like, if anybody is going to stream on YouTube, it probably should be PewDiePie. That just makes sense. So, is that like if you don't have over 1 million subscribers, or sorry, over 100 million subscribers on YouTube, then you're likely not to stream on YouTube? Like I said, I watch a lot of people who stream on Twitch or they stream on other sources, but then they post videos on YouTube. But yeah. Well, yeah, because Cyclone cast while channeling is fantastic. It's so useful for many different things. A lot of people use it because Cyclone allows you to channel while moving, so you can essentially just spin around the entire time, and then while it's happening, you're doing like the Flesh Offering and other stuff. So you're constantly casting those spells. So it's Desecrate then Flesh Offering. So you have a low-level Desecrate, so it doesn't cost a lot of mana, and then you have a high-level Flesh Offering linked to it. So the low-level doesn't cost a lot of mana, but it doesn't. I don't know. There's a reason why you have a low-level Desecrate instead of a high-level Desecrate, and then you have a high-level Flesh Offering, or Bone Offering, Spirit Offering. I don't know which offering you need, but you have a high-level offering. Minotaur Lord Halos. I wonder what difficulty setting you'd have to do this quest on to make it like actually challenging. Also, Caster Druid. This is just working way better than I was expecting. I'm kind of shocked. 5K viewers? Oh, there you go. There are some, but like I said, there are some people that do it. But it's just, I don't know, it's weird. YouTube streaming is weird and really dumb.
Yeah, that was something.
The whole design of the setup I find incredibly frustrating.
The thing that people had at the time was Castle Wolfenstein.
For serving video, it's great. But yeah, the rest of the stuff is not that great. So I feel like that kind of makes sense that YouTube wouldn't have like the best infrastructure for that. Obviously, it's something they kind of just want to get their fingers into because they're one of the largest video servicing sites on the internet. So it would make sense that if they would want to also have a interest into live streaming content like that, so they can generate some more traffic towards their website. There are also individual people that'll do broadcasts. I think that a large YouTube content creator deciding to do a single broadcast on Twitch, so they say, hey, by the way, we are going to be, not Twitch, on YouTube, we're going to be live at one point. Like a YouTube content creator that I've watched forever, Jax Films, I know that when he started doing a couple live streams, he did one or two on YouTube, but then he ended up swapping to Twitch. I wouldn't be surprised if it was for that exact reason that I mentioned, where it's like, oh shit. I don't know which ones I need to kill. Is it this one? Wait. Are they not dead? Why can't I move? Can't see.
Yep.
I'm like, why couldn't I move? That's weird.
Well, what made it even worse is that, even after all of
Earth and fire.
you might have...
Yeah, because fire gets rid of the fire shield, so I can end with cold damage, right? Yeah.
And then you have to do kind of like a roll-off between the entire breeding group.
But yeah, so like I said, it's a
It's
complicated subject.
So if there's like a fighter shield that
So that's why we'll have the streams channel. This will hold the archive for every single live stream I do, because YouTube, Twitch will delete your VODs after a certain amount of time, but YouTube doesn't. It literally doesn't. It just holds on to it all forever. So there'll just be this endless archive. So if you want to check that out, streams on YouTube, and I'll probably put a link in the description of the Twitch channel just under here. There's also a link in the Discord for that. It's also important to recommend you guys, because we have a bunch of people watching right now, that we're doing there's a contest going on in the Discord, so you can find it under the announcements section, which is the premium time or to find out exactly what's going on. And the contest, it is a special coal chamber contest with the goal of to see who can get as many kills as possible in this quest. It is obviously not the most fun quest, but there's a lot of monsters that respawn all over the dungeon, and it'll see, it's a question to see who can get the absolute highest number. The prize is I believe a Masterminds of Sharn expansion. Was it Ravenloft? I don't remember. I'll have to look it up right now. The prize is a Sharn expansion. So if you don't happen to have access to the Sharn expansion, then you have the potential possibility to win one by participating in this challenge. It's going on till next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So you can check that out if that's something that you're interested in. All the details are in the Discord, so if you want to win yourself a Sharn expansion pack, make sure you go join the StreamTom Discord if you haven't yet, and then look in the announcements to find out exactly when and what's going on with that contest and how you can get yourself a chance to win.
Always spawn. So you could literally.
It is less likely to apply if you have a large viewer/subscriber base. What exactly do you mean by that comment?
Then you have like a chance.
Just so I can understand, because I'm not sure I do understand.
And what even makes that more difficult is that you sometimes have to wait in line. Because if you had like 2 or 3 people looking for the same item, you know, they kind of made it a thing where they can't just steal and try to.
Close to 63 points.
Anyway,
Oh.
I gotta go. My family.
Or 73 points.
Drop.
I will not pick up because Cold Chamber is dumb.
A pair of rust
Cold Chamber is pretty dumb. I very much dislike the Cold Chamber. Where's my wings? We're getting there. We're working on it. It's a work in progress, you know. It's only been what, 3 years? Which is, I think that's how long I said it was going to take me to get the wings. About 3 years. Yeah, but then I have to like get to level cap and then stay at level cap, which means farming out a full set of gear. And then also, while I'm farming out a full set of gear, I'm kind of just like, if I want to live stream, I'm live streaming the same character every single time. And I don't know, one of the reasons why I love DDO and it's my favorite game is because I get to make new content all of the time and talk about and like make new characters and make new builds. New, it's so exciting. Everything in DDO is always new all the time. But if you play at the level cap, everything is like the same all the time. You get new content, sure, and you can push the limits of what you can do, but if you can do content on Reaper 10, then you did the content. So, like, not that it isn't fun to do, but like there's no like upper ceiling of like where you're pushing yourself, I guess. And even if there is, it can sometimes, depending on the group of people that you play with, be hard to find, you know, the right time or the right group makeup to have the right level of pushing content. Also, not all builds end up being viable, so if I decide for one life, hey, I'm going to play something that's kind of fun, then I need to have that problem. Right, sure. So, I don't understand what you mean. Like, I literally don't understand what you said. You said everything Twitch does has an asterisk next to it that's less likely to apply if you have a large base. So, like, without naming a single name, can you just give me an idea of, like, what you're talking about? Because I don't understand. Right? And here I am, not bored of Dungeons & Dragons Online 15 years later, because the thing that I enjoy is the making of new characters. Like, the fact that I can, like, blow out campfires with this wolf druid makes me very happy. Look at this. You see this fire? Guess what? Boom. Now you don't. Okay, never mind. That one's still there. I don't know which campfires can get blown out and which ones can't. Maybe I didn't get the right height on it. Nope, still there. Damn. There are your wings. Yeah, again, I know I could probably do it. I could probably bring this character into it. I just don't really want to. Oh, past broadcasts last longer than a year and stuff like that. Oh yeah, for sure. But like, Twitch is like a for-profit company. I can't blame them for saying, okay, well they have to service a lot of data. They can only service so much data on their platform, so they reserve a lot of the higher data privileges for the people that, you know, bring in more money. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
And he's back.
Trying to find corpses. Yeah, like, or like if you're rich, you don't go to jail. Yeah, that one's kind of cool. I mean, I just generally try to avoid crimes. That seems pretty good for me. We can give out more. Oh, really? That's kind of neat. I didn't know that. I thought that wasn't that an OnlyFans thing? I'm talking about breaking the terms of service. Yeah, because like I said, Dr. Disrespect got banned. Yay! I can still put out campfires! Yay! It's dark! Dark time! Oh. Ha 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 ha. Now it is dark. Find exclusively with Twitch? That's kind of cool. Give them like some type of sweet deal. Like I said, if Twitch and other companies are for-profit companies and they're gonna act in their business interests, it's important as a person who uses that platform to also act within your best business interest and to do things that are the most economic and profitable for you. One of the reasons why I still also am posting all the streams on YouTube is because, you know, I want to have people get access to it, but also it's like additional profit motivation for me. Like if I can make more money off of it, why don't I do it? Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. I gotcha. Is that I literally thought you were talking about like breaking terms of service, like, oh, they can like do extra things, like I can, you know, kill a man live on camera, and Twitch is like, well, you have a big subscriber base, so I guess it's okay. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to show you how to hide a body. Here I have a real body of my neighbor. You know, I can't hit this friggin' guy. This is annoying. Also, I don't know where this goddess Freya guy is. But I do know he's dead.
Damn archer was on me.
I'd subscribe for that. That's true. I imagine a lot of people probably would.
Where are you?
I fell all the way to the bottom, and then everything in the world aggroed on me, including like a crown.
I gotcha.
I
Thank you.
Pretend to you come to Twitch to have fun and chat. Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I was saying. Like that's why I mean I didn't understand. That's one of the reasons why I asked for clarity is because I don't know. I just like I want to be able to make sure if somebody tells me something, like I can actually like respond to what they're saying. Some people that like are afraid to ask for clarity, I can just respond to something that somebody said without that could be incorrect. Like for example, if you had said something and I went on some tirade about how they breaking the terms of service, and then that's not what you meant, then I would be misconstruing your statement, and I'd be implying that you said something that you didn't, and I don't want to do that. I'm not afraid to ask questions when I don't know something, because a lot of, you know, there's almost every person's going to find themselves in a situation where they don't know something. That's just how the world works. You know? It's like how there's a lot of people who will see stuff and be like, oh, well, you know, Elon Musk doesn't give a shit about coronavirus and blah, 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 and that's important. And I'm like, nah, I don't give a shit what Elon Musk thinks about coronavirus. Yeah, the guy's really smart. He's got, like, the Tesla and the you know, the SpaceX and all this other stuff. So why the heck would I go to him for any idea of anything about, like, virology or whatever? I would talk to a doctor or ask a doctor. I don't care what his opinion is about it. Right? It's like, you know, I just like to ask questions about things I don't know about and be like, oh, I don't know about this thing. I'm just like a regular person, so I don't want to start thinking that I know all of the things and the information. Because learning stuff is also really fun, to get new tidbits of information. That's why I sometimes will just go on these Wikipedia loopholes, where you like read something on Wikipedia and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And you click on something else, you're like, oh, that's kind of neat. And you click on something else and you get stuck there and it's been the entire night, and now you're waking up in the morning, or you're still awake the following day. We missed 4 engineers, that's insane. I was like the only person picking up engineers. Better, a tub of acid or an alligator? That's a good question. I would say probably the tub of acid, but maybe the alligator. So, the tub of acid, right? Assuming if it's a tub of acid that the tub can withstand the acid. This means that the worst case scenario, you have a sturdy tub that you can then reuse later. It's also important to note that the acid could become very valuable in a lot of different ways. Acid's not the cheapest thing, so you can probably sell it to somebody if you wanted. It has a lot of value in that. And on top of that, you can also melt some stuff in it. Both from like a fun perspective where you can be like, oh man, I wonder if this will melt in the acid. And then you just put it in and you watch. Because that's kind of cool. And then also from the idea that, you know, if there's stuff you need to get rid of, you're like, oh, well, I'll just melt this thing I don't want in the acid. And then you just throw some garbage in there and get rid of it. Now, the problem is, especially with the acid, you got to be careful. Acids are volatile and can sometimes explode on you. A great example is, let's just say you have some acid and you add some water to the acid. You think, oh, well, acids are like made of water, right? So I can just like dilute it by adding some water, and then your acid explodes and immediately kills you. And that's a problem. Acids are a little, they're reactive. They're very reactive, so you can't just add water to acid. That's a bit of a problem. So you got to be really careful with your acid. But you know what else can be explosive and kill you? Alligators. You never know. So it's a cool pet. You can be like, hey guys, check it out. I got my alligator. It lives in my yard. It's really neat. His name is Jack, and it's Jack the alligator. And you're like, okay, well, so I've got this. Oh, they light the fire again. No, go out. You got this like cool alligator, and it's like your friend, and you carry him around and stuff. People come see him. So that's pretty neat. You can kind of also use it to get rid of things you don't want. Probably like, people on your yard and stuff to keep people out of there. So you got to be scary. So there's a lot of different ideas out there. So like I said, there's definitely some things you can do with the alligator. But I think that overall the alligator, could be like a lifelong friend. Whereas big bucket of acid, you got a good bucket, right, or a tub. You got a good tub. Definitely a great tub, strong, sturdy, holds lots of acid. But I feel like the alligator might be like a better friend. But the alligator will attack you, so it's tough. Back from playing with the doggos, nice. Add base if you don't want a massive amount of heat, so no cleaning spills. Yeah, exactly. Which sorcerer specialization should I go for? Lightning, fire, or cold. If it's your first time playing, fire or lightning would be the best. If you want to do endgame damage, cold, and avoid acid, because acid has the worst spells. You need to beware of dog sign when you have a pet alligator or two. Could be a lifelong friend if you hug the acid. That's true. That's true. The acid could also be your friend if you just give it a hug. Alligator get rid of a body? I mean, that would probably work. Alligators eat whatever, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not an alligatorologist, which is what I think that they're technically called when you study alligators. Hey, we did it. Nice work, smiley face. Pigs are the best? Wasn't that like a movie where somebody did that? Like fried green tomatoes or something? Where they like killed them and fed them to pigs? I might have just spoiled that whole movie. So if you haven't seen that movie, I'm really sorry. But it's like 30 years old, so it's not my fault. I think that's what happens in that movie. I could also be very wrong, so I could also be giving you the biggest twist ever. I feel like that's how that ended. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is I need to make a new channel in the Discord. Man, this Discord is getting bloated. I just gotta make new channels all the time. Create channel, and this is schedule. Alright, then in the channel, it's gonna go up here. And permissions, everyone can read it, but they can't talk in it. Perfect. And in here, schedule for week starting October 5th. We got Monday. Monday we start at 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. DDO stream. Tuesday we're streaming from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. as a DDO stream. Wednesday. What are we doing Wednesday? I think you pound on your keyboard. Yeah, I know. It's therapeutic. You have to understand. It's like an ASMR, you know, that keyboard sound. You hear that? Yeah, you wouldn't normally hear it, but it's mostly because I'm chatting. When I actually physically talk, that's where it comes out. I'll leave this up in case people want to see exactly how I'm building Caster Druid right now while I'm typing this out. Wednesday, we're going to be streaming. I do have D&D and some other stuff to do. So I'm actually going to put this also 8 to 6, so 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the Lord of the Rings online. We'll have that there. Thursday is... I will be streaming until... I don't think I can stream in the evening, but maybe. So we'll be... So this is going to be 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday. And we'll be doing that for DDO. Possibly streaming Lotro in the evening. Because I lead a raid for my guild in Lotro every Thursday, or on Thursdays. And I'd like to stream it if possible. Could a piece of yoga mat under mine? Yeah, I have a towel under mine. The towel is working not as good as I want it to. I need to get a better towel. I need a towel that's got more porous surfaces. I need a towel that can do what I need it to do. What are we doing Friday? Friday is we're streaming pretty much all day. So we start 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. and it'll be DDO Morning. DS3 Cinders mod drink souls in the evening. Saturday tentative Thanksgiving, and then Sunday is tentative Thanksgiving because I need to see what the family's doing, because I don't want to have a situation where like I'm like planning out a certain day and then family is like, oh, we can only do Thanksgiving on this day. By family I mean small gathering, just parents. I don't go outside, they don't go outside, so not about spreading the coronavirus. Alright, so now if you want to get access to the schedule, you want to know exactly when and what we're streaming, the stream schedule is going to be inside the Discord. That I didn't want to post it here below the actual stream because it's going to be not so much tentative, but actually posting like what games we're playing and what we're doing and exactly what the times are. That might change week to week. Like, for example, when I got a doctor's appointment and I gotta go to the doctor, so I can't just specifically go and, I can't, it's just easier if I could just put, like, oh, I will be gone at X time, and I can put that there as an updated thing. So I much prefer that for the actual stream schedule. So if you want to know ahead of time, and it also means I can also post the game, so that way you're not confused when you're like, oh, wait, what the heck, you're streaming, Dark Souls on Friday night? I didn't even know you did that. But now you know. It's all there, and the access is there. Video operates a drag line and drop the body in the bottom of the pit and then have him covered with 30 tons of dirt. Will never be found. I wonder if this against Twitch chat rules. I don't know, but don't rat me out, guys. It's a joke. We're talking about jokes, okay? That's it. Also, ShamWow is a really good product. A buddy of mine bought one when we were in high school. And he was like, yeah, ShamWow. Look at how funny the ShamWow is. Ha 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 ha. And, yeah, it, like, cleaned up everything really well. It was a good product. I highly recommend it. Here we go. Spend those points. 3 per points. Anyway, so this has been another day of Wolf Druid. Unfortunately, I actually do need to take off because I have Dungeons & Dragons that I need to be hosting for my friends this afternoon. But we will be back tomorrow, streaming the entire day, another 12 hours. 10 hours of Dungeons & Dragons. On top of that, a new YouTube video will be coming out tomorrow morning about specifically the Wolf Druid. Not Wolf Druid, Caster Druid. Caster Druid, I'm a Caster Druid in wolf form. Get that through your head, Stream Tom. Caster Druid. So do you want to know how this character works? Is Caster Druid good? Should I play one? Where do I get Caster Druid at the store? I can't find it on the shelf, and the nice young man at the counter isn't helping me figure out where to go. Well, don't worry, because the information is going to be posted on the YouTube, so you'll be able to get your full build guide and everything else, all the tips and tricks, the things that I've learned, the fact that you can put out campfires with your breath. Come on, that's so cool. But this is going to be the end of the live stream here. So let's go raid somebody. Raid. I just need to find an actual raid. I don't know who's raiding. Or who's streaming. There's a Dragons Online. Voodoo Spice is doing it. Haha! Well, guess what? You're getting raided, son. Doesn't even know. He, like, literally doesn't know. But he's gonna know, because we're gonna raid him. Oh. Voodoo. Alright. Yeah, thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, Sundays are gonna be weird. I was planning on originally streaming in Sunday evenings because I do D&D mostly in like the afternoon. But I can't today because I have too many things going on. It's hard when I have like a day to do things. Dragonborn's gonna start fires with their breath. What? That's cool. I didn't know that. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great evening, and I will see you all later. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Trim Tom, party of 38, your table is ready. Would you like to start with an appetizer or perhaps a glass of wine?